All right, finding the volume of this figure. Whoa, that's cool. So, first we need to identify what it is. Is it a prism? Is it a pyramid? Is it a sphere? I mean, come on, we know what this is, right? It's a prism. It's a what, Brett? It's a rectangular prism. Ha ha ha. And so, when you go to your formula chart, you look for the formula for prism. Volume of prism, what does it say?
Base times height.
Base times height. Now, we know that base does not just mean base. What does capital B always mean? Thank you. Area of the base. So we want the area of the base times the height. Kaylee, which number is the height of that prism? Let's say I call this the base. The purple's the base. What number would be the height of the prism? Try again. Try again. The only other number up there. 1.5. 1.5 would be the height. Because the height is whatever connects your base to your base. Remember, it's like a bridge. If you want to get from base 1 to base 2, what are you going to walk along? You're going to walk along the height. So if this is a base, then this has got to be the other base because the bases are identical. They're congruent. That's true for all prisms. So what do you walk along to get from base to base? It's 1.5. So the height is 1.5. Alea, what's the area of the base? 7 times 3. 7 times 3. 21. So the area of the base is 21 and the height is 1.5. Could you just have done length times width times height? 3 times 7 times 1.5? Sure. Sure you could have. But I just wanted to go off of what was on your formula chart. Lewis M., final answer. 31.5. What's the units? Cubed. Cubic inches. Very good. So does the cone. Very good. And we're doing them both in one day, hopefully. Hopefully we can get to all of them. All right, what do we have up here? We've got the food pyramid. Do y'all all eat according to the food pyramid?
No.
We've got the Egyptian pyramids. We've got, who's ever been here?
That's
Moody Gardens. Very good. Yeah. Okay. It's one of them. Aren't there 3 of them there?
Yeah, there's 3.
I don't know what's happening there. All right. So a regular pyramid. Go ahead and write this down. FDA to retool food guide pyramid, citing consumer confusion. He thought he was supposed to look like the food pyramid. And so, oh man, that's not the goal. Someone might actually think that. There we go. See, now all the shapes are showing up. They weren't showing up before. So, a pyramid with a regular polygon for a base. The lateral faces are the triangular sides. You don't have to memorize any of this, and this just kind of sounds like jargon. But the only thing I care about is that you know the difference between a prism and a pyramid. Prism. Its lateral faces are, what's this shape? Don't say square. Rectangles. A square is just a special rectangle, so I know they're squares, but most of the time they're rectangles. In a pyramid, there's a big difference. Its lateral faces are triangles. What's the difference when you find the area of a rectangle versus the area of a triangle? What's the only difference?
Half. Base times height.
Divide by 2. This is base times height. This is base times height divided by 2. So we're going to notice that in the formula. We're going to notice the difference in this and this is that this one's going to have a divide by 2. And this one's not going to have a divide by 2. We've already learned this one, the formulas for this one. All right. One thing that is very important is a new variable. Look at this right here. Whoa, we haven't seen that before. Slant height. Everybody say it. Slant height. We name it with a cursive letter L. A lowercase cursive L. So that's what that is. I know it looks kind of like an E. It's an L. Cursive letter L. It's called the slant height. So pyramids have heights. This is H. And they have slant heights. L. The purple is the height. The blue is the slant height. The purple is the height. The blue is the slant height. So it's really important that we understand that pyramids have 2 different heights. They've got the one that goes straight up and down, and they've got the one that is slanted. So that's really important. Height, slant height. Yes, Torin?
Does that like go on the sides of it? It's like in the
So-
middle of the sides.
Right, so this is my pyramid. This is my pyramid. The height is going to be this. The slant height is going to be this. The slant height is on the pyramid, whereas the height is just in the middle of the pyramid. Hanging out right in the middle, perpendicular to the base. Height, slant height. Height, slant height. What? Those words, I mean, that's awesome. That's the definition. But all I care is that you know the difference between the two of them if I give you a picture. So I don't really care about you writing down the definition. What is also really important that we know is that when you connect the height, the slant height, and half of the base, the height, the slant height, and half of the base, what do you get? A right triangle.
Right triangle.
You're never going to have all the pieces of that right triangle, so how are you going to find the missing piece? Imagine that. Pythagorean theorem. Good thing we learned that thing. Yeah, we're using that a lot. A lot. All right, formula number 1. The lateral surface area. That says P times L divided by 2. Remember I told you there was going to be a divide by 2 because pyramids have triangles as their sides. P times L divided by 2, where L is not the height, L is the slant height. So that's how we find the lateral surface area of a pyramid. Like if you wanted to paint the sides of the pyramid but not the base. This is how much you would be painting. P times L divided by 2. Shelby, what does P stand for? Perimeter of the base. What is it? For this shape. Go ahead and put it in your calculator. $14 times 4. Are we okay with that? Every side is 14. There's 4 sides. 50. I don't know why I'm writing 54. 56 feet. All right. The next thing we need to find is the slant height. Come on. So, can you please fill in the parts of the triangle that we already know? We know this is 24. We know this is, what's that right there? It's not 14. Don't use 14. Don't be the person who uses 14. Divide by 2. 7. And now I want you to do Pythagorean theorem with 24 and 7. 24 squared plus 7 squared. Square root of that. 25. Very good. What's your question? Right here is 25. That is called the slant height. It forms a right triangle with the height and half of the base. 14 divided by 2 is 7. That's how we got 7. All right, now we're ready. The lateral surface area. Take P, multiply it times L, and divide by 2.
700 feet.
Ooh, that's a pretty answer. 700 squared feet. Who's got a question?
So basically it's kind of like what we've been doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we've been doing, except the only difference, the curveball, is the slant height. That's the only difference. Now we have a slant height. All right, so once we found the lateral surface area, we found all these triangles. What do we need to add to it to get the total surface area?
Base.
The base. The base is the only thing we're missing. So
you add,
we're going to add it? Yeah, we're totally going to add it. So the formula for total surface area is what we've already found plus
Base.
B, base. It's what we've already found plus B. So you don't have to do the work again. It's what you've already found plus B. B does not stand for 14. 14 is not B. B stands for the area of the base. So you need to find the area of that square. Not the side, the area. That's what B stands for. So the lateral area, we already did that work. Let's not do the work again if we've already done it. Was it 700?
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. 700. Dimitri, what's the area of this square? $14 times 14. Did you get how many today? Good job. Thank you. Yeah, B is 196. We can do this in our head. We don't even need our calculator for this part. cool thing about a pyramid, come on, is that it only has one base. So you don't have to do like a prism LA plus 2B. All you have to do is LA plus B. That plus that. 896. Don't even need a calculator for that part. Feet squared. All right, here's for the fun part. You ready?
No.
Volume. So, do not look at your formula chart yet. Oh, by the way, have we seen how these look in? Isn't that pretty? How they look in the smartboard? Isn't it kind of pretty?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, John don't care. So, volume, this one, the volume's base times height. I want to come up with the volume formula for this one. Don't yell it out loud. Keep it inside. How many of these do you think I could squeeze into here? Don't yell it out loud. Just think. How many of these, if I could
2.
push and squeeze, you just yelled it out.
3.
If I could squeeze it in there, how many of these would fit into there? So just have your guess in your head. Okay. Now I need a volunteer to hold on to this, and you might get wet. Okay, Tori. So, for our demonstration, what we're going to do is I'm going to fill this up with water, and I'm going to pour it into here, and we're going to see how many times it takes for me to fill this prism up with my pyramid. These have the same base, and they have the same height. That's important, or else this experiment would be no good. All right. Okay, hold it like right there. Okay, good. I'm do my best to not spill. If I do, it's just water. Okay. Ready? 1. Hold it up for the class. Show them how much 1 does. Ooh, are you changing your guess? Are you changing it? Oh, you still think it's what you thought it was? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
I thought it was 2 when I first looked at it, but that's great if you thought it was 3. 1, 2. Hold it up. What do you think? Okay, ready? Last one. Maybe last one.
That's the last one you just saw.
Okay, and then I didn't fill all the way up because I didn't want to spill. So, but pretty much you get the idea. How many pyramids does it take to fill a prism? 3. Everyone clap for Torin. Yay, Torin! 3 people clap for Torin. So, instead of the, we already went through that. Instead of being base times height, it is base times height divided by 3. Write it down. Base times height divided by 3 because a pyramid is a third of a prism. 1/3 divided by 3, 1/3. All right. Now we're going to find the volume of that prism right there. I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. Go ahead and find the volume. Base times height divided by 3. So what is the base? Let's talk about that real quick. No, the base is not 6. What is the base? Don't tell me the area. Tell me what shape the base is.
Triangle.
What kind of triangle?
It's actually
Remember how we said our
equal.
pyramids were going to be regular pyramids? Regular. That means all sides congruent. Equilateral. So this is an equilateral triangle with sides of 6. I'm going to give you the height. I'll give you the height. Who already knows it? No, that's the height of the pyramid. You need the height of the base to find the area of the base.
I can do it.
Okay. Don't look up here, because I'm giving it to everyone else. So you have all the information you need now to find the volume of that pyramid. When you think you have it, raise your hand. You're listening. Well, I wasn't talking though. It's your turn to do something. All right. So we all agreed the base was a triangle. We all agreed. How do you find the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. I gave you the height of the triangle. The base is 6. The height is 3√3. Kendall, stop talking while I'm talking. And you divide by 2. Base times height divided by 2. This is all just to find capital B. Capital B takes a long time to find. You need to just give an investment of time to find capital B. Always go off to the side to find capital B. So what do you get when you plug that in? 6 times 3√3 divided by 2. There we go. So 15.4.
5, 8, 9.
5.
8,
Yeah.
9.
Well, it's 5, 8, 8 because there's
5, 8,
4
9.
after the 8.
It's 5, 8, 9.
Okay, it's 5, 8. So where did we get that? We did 6 times 3 root 3 divided by 2.
That's how we
Base times height divided by 2. That's how you find the area of a triangle.
I did it differently.
The area of a triangle differently?
Well, it's because you did 6 by 3 root square root and I did times 9.
9 point.
3 root 3 is not 9.
Well, no, look. I times it by 9 and then I divided it by 3. But it's, I still got
No, 9's the height of the pyramid.
Yeah, but I still got the same thing.
Yeah, because 6 divided by 2 is the same as 9 divided by 3. Okay, let's find the volume. Base times height divided by 3. Base times height divided by 3. 15.588 times 9 divided by 3. Catherine, what do you get? 47, okay. Let's do 46.8, but yeah, it depends on what it tells you to round to. Very good. And since that is, we don't have units. Very good. Let's move on. So there's your formulas. Those are on your formula chart. Let's do another problem. This pyramid is an arena in Memphis, Tennessee. The area of the base is 300,000 square feet. Its height is 321 feet. What is the volume of the arena? This is not a difficult problem. So everyone needs to attempt this problem. It is not a difficult problem. It's easier than the one we just did. Easier.
You need to find the base, right?
No. It gave you the area of the base.
You did? Oh, I did. Right there, no, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Julius, what'd you get? It's a lot of zeros to press, I know.
Dang it.
Do you not know how to count? Do you not know how to count?
That's what I got. What are you saying? Oh.
He said 3.
No, I
Julius is answering. What'd you get, Julius?
3.2.
321.
No.
Okay, I'll just write it.
2 1 and then a bunch of zeros.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3 million.
3 million.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. 32,100,000. 32,100,000 is the answer. 32 million is the volume of that arena. So you can fit a lot of people in there to watch whatever they do in there. All right, next one. Find each of the following: P, L, L, A, B, S, A, H, and V. Woo!
Sounds
Sounds like a cheer.
Thanks.
Oh, God. Hello.
Austin.
Hello.
Louis M. Dimitri. Megan. Nasia. Kendall. And the height was given, so no one gets to do the height. When you're ready, go on up there. Right now?
I was about to describe them.
What the hell is that? Is that 6?
Which one? The one on the top?
That's 40.
No, no, that's a 40. We're talking
It's,
about lateral area.
P times L divided by 2 plus B.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Would it be 6 and all?
So, just a second, since this was 5 and this was 12, Pythagorean theorem, 5 squared plus 12 squared, and then you take the square root, so that's how I got 13. Sorry, Megan, go. 10 times 10 is 100, yay! 10 times 4 is 40, so that's where that came from. And then Nasia's just adding the LA plus the B. That's not too bad. Take what someone already did hard work for, 260, and add 100 to it, because pyramids only have one base. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then volume, base. Oh, someone already found it, so that's great. 100 times height divided by how many fit? 3 of them fit. Ask me a question about one part of this. I think this one was pretty easy. Yeah?
That was really
Good. Okay, good.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the surface?
Surface area. It's 360 because it's 260 plus 100. It's LA plus B. Next problem. A 10-foot tall pyramid has a right isosceles triangular base with legs 8 feet long. Draw a picture. What are we looking for? What does that blank say? Oh, yours says all 3. Mine just says volume, so let's go with that. Let's only find the volume. You may cross everything else out. Yes. Well, I'm not going to draw it yet. I want everyone right now to draw a right isosceles triangle on their page. Right isosceles, because y'all already did it wrong, both of you. Draw a right isosceles triangle. No. No. Draw a right isosceles triangle.
I'm in pin.
Draw a right isosceles triangle. That's great. Draw a right isosceles triangle. Yay, Leah, thank you.
No, with the French toast sticks. It's a triangle.
Draw a right isosceles. Thank you, Jeanette. Good job. It's better, but the 8's in the wrong spot. That's like others.
With the French toast sticks. I thought this was
All right, good. A right isosceles triangle.
So you said
I was going
it
to
was
say
wrong. I wasn't done
I
yet.
was going to say something else.
It looks very much like this. And that can't be right isosceles. Anyways, everyone should have drawn something a little like that.
Well, I just drew from the front. That's
A right isosceles triangle. And the pyramid is 10 feet tall. I'm not even going to try to draw the pyramid. I'm just going to say H is 10. You don't have to draw the pyramid. Nowhere on your test is it going to test you over, can you draw a pyramid?
Can you draw a pyramid?
Volume. What's the formula for volume? Base times height divided by 2. I gave you the height. Everyone needs to find the area of that triangle and don't yell it out loud. Find the area of that triangle. Matt, I'm going to call on you in a second, so have the area ready.
Yeah, man.
Base times height divided by 2. We're trying to find capital B. Capital B stands for area of the base. This happens to be our base. So we're finding the area of this triangle. Area. What'd you get? 32? 8 times 8 divided by 2. So the base is 32. Now we're going to find the volume of the whole pyramid. The volume of the whole pyramid is capital B times H divided by not 2, but 3, because 3 pyramids fit into a prism. Decimals are okay. Okay. You could do math enter if you are doing multiple choice and your answers are fractions. You could always do math enter. You've been sitting there without a calculator all period.
That's the answer.
Go get it.
That's the answer. Over.
320 thirds. Okay. So you can put 320 thirds, or you can put, what is it?
106.7.
You'll stick with the decimal. Okay. All right. We good? Flip your paper over. Let's move on to cones.
Skip number 4.
Next thing we're doing is surface area and volume of cones. The good news is, let's complete an analogy. Prism is to pyramid. Ooh, Brett knows it. Prism is to pyramid as blank is to cone.
Sphere? Cylinder?
Cylinder. Okay? So, Brett said it first, but anyways. A prism is 3 times as big as a pyramid. A cylinder, what do you think? It is 3 times as big as the cone. So just if we were to do the same experiment, which we don't need to, how many of these would I pour into here?
3.
3 of them. Because they have the same exact relationship as a pyramid and a prism. All right. Where's my little thing? Okay. There we go. Guess what?
How does slant height too?
Parts of the cone are just like the parts of the pyramid. It's got a height, it's got a slant
It
height.
has a radius.
And they form a right triangle when you pair with the radius. Absolutely. So this is a right triangle, and you do need to label your cone. Slant height, height, and radius. And they do make a right triangle, and you will use Pythagorean theorem. Looks like the formulas are already written there. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we need to fill in the or, don't we? So, the lateral surface area, pi RL. What does L stand for? Slant height. Surface area. Whoa, that's kind of long. Pi RL plus pi R squared.
Just put plus square. Yeah.
Plus B. That's really the area of the base.
I really don't. The thing at the end. Because you have to.
And volume. 1/3 base times height. Or, hey guys, for a cone, what is the base all day, every time? A circle. The base, yeah. The base is a circle every time. At least she answered.
Yeah.
1/3. Instead of B, what could I write? What's the area of the base? Yeah, what's the area of a circle? Guys, you should have memorized in your brain the area of a circle.
Pi R squared.
Pi R squared. This is what you put where that or is. It's base times height, but the base is a circle, so it's pi R squared times the height divided by 3, because 3 cones fit in a cylinder. All right, formulas are done. Now we get to practice. Woohoo! Oh, good, that went away. I moved it. Okay, go, get started. I might call your name. Get started. What are you doing? The R is given, so I'm not calling anyone for R. The H is given, so I'm not calling anyone for H.
I was like, no, it's not. It's forward.
Yes, leave it in terms of pi. Slant height, Julius, LA, Brett, SA, Melanie, volume, Kendall. Whenever you're ready. Y'all are done learning today? No more learning? You're good on cones? You can do cones without help? We're doing this cone right here. We're doing an example. If you want to chime in right there. A cone is just like a pyramid, but it's got a circle as a base. Yay, we love when they're triples, when they're whole numbers.
When we do this, do we attach that at the end?
At the end. You don't press the pi button, you attach it at the end. So you take what he found, 136. Oh, good. Didn't it put the pi symbol on it? Yeah. Sure.
Wait, is that right?
Is 136 right? Oh, I don't know. Oh. Pi RL. So it's R, 8. 8 times 17. 8 times 17, 136. What? Yeah. Just divided by 3. That's the same as multiplying by 1/3. Don't put pi. Right. Okay, so for the lateral surface area, first thing you do is you write down the formula. Pi RL. Remember, in this class, most of the time, we don't press the pi button. So what's the only thing you actually have to press? R times L. R is 8. L is 17. So all you're typing in is 8 times 17, and that's where the 136 came from.
How's that good?
Once you have the 136, I changed the colors. Once you have it, all you have to add is a circle, because that's the only thing you're missing is a circle. How do you find the area of a circle? Pi r squared. What's 8 squared? 64. So once you have this, all you add to it is r squared. Keep in mind that there is a pi there each time, we're just not entering it. And then finally, volume. It's pi r squared, well, we already found that, 64, divided by 3. Not forgetting the height, sorry, 17, 15. Base times height divided by 3. So is that right? Kendall? What you doing?
It's not right.
64 times 15 divided by 3. What's your new answer? Do you know what you did wrong? Did you forget the height?
No, I found the circumference.
You found the circumference, so we don't need circumference for volume. We want the volume, we need the area of the base, not the circumference of the base. Okay, next one, let's try another one. So they gave you some information. What do they say? Diameter is 32. Let's stop right there. We don't ever need a diameter. What's half of 32? Kendall's trying to redeem himself. There we go. 16. And a slant height of 34. Fill in the rest. Don't yell it out loud. I will call your name. Melanie, you have the height. Matt, you have the LA. Jeanette, you have the SA. And Torin, you have the V. Melanie, did I already call you on the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I didn't know. Omar, you have the height. Sorry about that, Melanie. I just wanted you to go up there again. Yeah, I mean. You weren't height, you're volume.
Yeah.
Base times height divided by 3. So base is pi r squared. 16 squared. Times your height, which you just found, divided by 3. Don't forget pi.
Dang. Is that big?
Yeah. I mean, the diameter is 32. That's a large number. The LA is 544. Yep. Take his answer and add r squared. Yeah, good.
Don't trip me. You might get hurt.
I might get her.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good. Thank you. Yes.
I don't know how to apply something.
Oh, you don't have your H. Sorry. I must have not written H on the board. 1/3 base times height. I put an H there. Sorry. They have their H's, but I don't know if I wrote H or not. Questions?
Units.
Yeah.
Units.
Centimeters squared, centimeters squared, centimeters cubed.
Oops.
Which one can I talk about more in depth?
Everything. I know one.
Well, it's plugging numbers into formulas. So once you have these numbers, all you're doing is plugging into formulas. I'll help you afterward. You just follow the formula. Sasha is making party hats for her birthday. She wants the hats to have a diameter of 4 inches and a slant height of 8 inches, so they will fit everyone's head. How many square inches of paper will she need to make 12 hats? She apparently has 12 friends. They all need a party hat. These are hats I made for Hallie's birthday. Are they cute? Okay, great. So I actually did this problem. I needed to know how much paper to buy at Hobby Lobby. Are you gonna look for surface area or volume? That goes just by a lot.
Surface area.
Surface area, guys. If you're gonna make party hats, you are not finding the volume. You're not gonna fill the hat with paper. Now, if you're making a party hat, are you finding the LA or the SA?
Both.
Do party hats have a base to them?
No.
No. You lift them up and you don't see anything.
So,
So are we finding LA or SA?
I say.
We are finding the lateral surface area. SA stands for total surface area. We don't want the total because we don't want the base. Step 1, write down the formula. Pi
R
R LA.
Square.
2.
L thing. Slant thing. R squared.
L.
Pi RL is the formula for lateral surface area. So now all you need is an R and all you need is an L. Did I give you R and L? Oh, I'm so nice. I sure did. No, I didn't. Yeah, I gave you slant height, boom. And I gave you diameter. That's just like giving you R. Pi RL. That will be for one hat. How many hats are you making? 12. Multiply it by 12. John, how much surface area do I need for one hat?
Just one.
What's pi RL for one hat?
He's like,
Okay, go to your calculator. Type the pi button. Times 2 times 8.
Are we not doing it in terms of pi?
So when it's a real world problem, you can't go to the store and say, I want 3 pi sheets of paper.
No.
So for real world problems, you have to press pi. What? What do you get? One more time.
50.2.
Something 50.
50.
All I heard was 0.26.
I know. He's mumbling. Okay. So that's for one hat, multiplied by 12. Kenneth? Shelby? Okay.
603.
Okay, so 603 is awesome. 603 squared inches of paper is how much I would buy.
jeez.
Now, paper comes 12 by 12. What is 12 by 12? 144. So divide this by 144 and you'll know how many sheets of paper I'm going to buy. But that's only if you're going to use the scraps of paper. That's another story. So 5 sheets of scrapbook paper at the store.